No, I do not look like I could use some sleep. Let me explain to you what is wrong with my face. Okay, let me explain it. Okay. So everyone's face is different. Okay. You have your eyes, and then obviously you have your mouth. Okay. And then you have your nose. Okay. All right. Whoa. Well, maybe not. All right, not gross score. Okay. So, below your eyes is your eye sockets, right? Now, people are going to have different eye sockets. Some people's eye sockets are going to be up to here. This is where their little ridge will begin. Other people's, it might be down here. Other people, it might be, you know, I mean, it's not going to be like way lower, but some people, you know, they'll have it like this or something. Other people, it'll actually just be right below the eye, right? So the problem with me is that I have basically like this one. I have like the blue line right here. Okay. So now what ends up happening is underneath the eyes, okay, is all your veins, right? All the veins that go into the eyes, etc., right? And depending on what line you have, obviously the bone will cover it. Okay? Now, when you don't have a high bone, you have essentially sunken circles. So what ends up happening is that as you begin to age, what will end up happening is that the collagen and the fat deposits that you would normally get in this area of the face, okay, that you're going to have a lot of because you're growing, is going to slowly begin to fade. And then on top of that, your facial structure is also going to continue to morph and change. And this will move some of the, you know, the muscles around. It'll move the bone, whatever. And yeah, so basically what's happening is this is the only light hitting my face. And so because the light is not that bright, or if the light was like dim and it was coming from behind me, I'm always going to look like I have no sleep, because what you guys are seeing is not actually it's not actually dark circles, it's my veins. Does that make sense? What?
I
My
know,
veins.
chat, what do you think?
Just put it right on the veins. Here, you can put it under. Put it under. You can see my bones. No, do this. You can see the bone. You can see the bone. There's nothing I can do. So the only thing that I can do is I can get fat grafts. So basically, what you do when you have this condition is there's one of two things that can happen. You can either get a plate put above the ridge on your cheek. Now, the problem with this is that it's dangerous. If the plate breaks, you fall, you get hit in the face, the plate breaks, goes right up through your eye, good night. You lose all your vision. If in surgery, they fuck up the surgery, good night, you're blind. Okay, so what do you have to do? Well, there's two options. One, you can try to get filler put above the eye, but that can not go over super well. And then you're left with other problems. So, what do? Well, everyone obviously has legs. Okay, so either your legs or your torso contain a lot of visceral fat. And so what the doctor will do is he will go in and they will suction fat from your leg, and it has to be really healthy fat. So generally they really like to take from the leg because the leg generally will store, I think, the healthiest fat. They'll take this fat, the fat cells, and then they will go to your eye. Now there's two different procedures. One, they literally just cut a slit right on top of the eye and they try to deposit it in, or they will try to put the fat in by pushing it up through the bones and then adjusting it with a needle, and they'll try to push it up to where it sits. The best procedure, which is more painful and way more recovery time, is they actually put you on a table. I mean, you're on a table no matter what, and what they'll do is they will go in from your eyelids. They will pull your eyelids out and they will cut down. And they will cut down past the eye. And then they will just put the fat right where it's supposed to be. And what this also does is you get no scarring. You get no scarring, you get no burning, you get nothing. But when you do this, you'll end up having really bad recovery. And also, this fat will only last typically 5 to 10 years. So when you do this, and you get this kind of stuff done.